Welcome back to Black X Wolf Entertainment, where we bring you thrilling adventures and tales that bend the very fabric of reality. If you've been following along with Quantum Shadow's Time Travelers Unbound, then you know our team of rogue time travelers has already faced dystopian futures, ancient pharaohs, and fractures in time that could rewrite history, but their journey isn't over yet. Today's chapter is a turning point where loyalty is tested and trust crumbles under the weight of suspicion. Join us as we dive into Chapter 5, Betrayal in the Ranks. Chapter 5, Betrayal in the Ranks. The team has been pushed to their limits, jumping from one fractured timeline to the next, barely managing to keep history from unraveling. But cracks have begun to form, not just in the timeline, but within the group itself. Flynn, rubbing his temples, clearly frustrated. Every time we think we're getting closer to understanding the Syndicate's plan, something slips through the cracks. Someone's feeding them information. This fracture wasn't random. Someone had to know we'd be here. Caius, arms crossed, skeptical. And you think it's one of us? Sayuri stays silent, her eyes fixed on the holographic map, but her tension is palpable. Distrust has crept into their once tight-knit group, and the strain is beginning to show. For weeks now, the team has sensed that something isn't right. Every time they move to repair a fracture, the Syndicate seems to be one step ahead. Someone has been leaking their plans. As the reality sinks in that a traitor may be among them, their unity begins to fracture. As they continue their mission, the suspicion lingers like a dark cloud over every conversation, every decision. Flynn, the group's tech expert, doubles his efforts to track down the source of the leaks. But what he finds only deepens the mystery.
It doesn't make sense. These encryption patterns, they're identical to ours. Whoever's feeding the Syndicate information has access to our systems.
Then it has to be someone inside the team.
Are you accusing me?
I'm accusing anyone who's given the Syndicate an advantage. We've all had access to the same data, the same plans. Someone's compromising the mission.
Tensions rise as accusations start flying. Trust, once solid, now hangs by a thread. And with the timeline in constant danger, there's no room for second guessing.
We have to repair the fracture before the Syndicate uses this tech to completely alter the future. If this timeline holds, the world we know will never exist. They knew we were coming, again.
As the battle unfolds, it becomes clear someone's been tipping off the Syndicate, and the consequences are devastating.
It can't be.
The signs were always there. Small inconsistencies, decisions that didn't add up. Sayuri has been leading them into danger. Her strategies just a little too convenient for the Syndicate's forces. And now, Flynn knows the truth he's been dreading.
You've been working with them, haven't you?
You're smarter than I gave you credit for, but it doesn't matter now. The Syndicate's plan is already in motion.
The betrayal is complete. Sayuri has been the Syndicate's agent all along, feeding them information, guiding the team into carefully laid traps. Flynn and Caius are left reeling, their unity shattered as the mission takes a dark turn. With Sayuri's betrayal now out in the open, the team is at a breaking point, but the mission to repair the timeline can't wait. The fracture in London is still tearing reality apart, and the Syndicate's plan is closer than ever to succeeding. Sayuri's betrayal has torn the team apart. The time travelers are now more vulnerable than ever, and the Syndicate is closing in. How will Flynn and Caius move forward with their mission, knowing that one of their own was working against them all along? Can the fractures in time be repaired before it's too late? Thanks for watching. The stakes have never been higher for our time-traveling heroes. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more epic adventures in. There's more danger, intrigue and betrayal to come, so stay tuned. And as always, stay legendary.